Hello. Please, it's freezing cold.
Life of a Stranger. A man takes a glimpse into a life of a stranger after exploring their home, and we see him enjoying the stranger's life and the things in it. But then we see that in reality, he's actually exploring his own life in his own home in his own memories. He had forgotten where he was and what he was doing and who he was. We see that this film is touching on dementia or touching on early onset Alzheimer's. And it was a very creative way to showcase what a person goes through when they are dealing with this, but also what the family members go through. So this piece said a lot with very few words.
Life of a Stranger. I really, really loved this. My grandmother died from Alzheimer's a number of years ago now, but it was a really long process for her whole family. And I thought this was really, really beautiful and really kind of illustrated something that a lot of families go through with not necessarily just Alzheimer's, but with dementia and, you know, other things like that as family members are getting older. And this kind of push and pull that somebody has to experience within themselves of being alive for so many years and having all these experiences, but also slowly losing that kind of independence and slowly losing yourself in a lot of ways. And this kind of push pull of not wanting to give up what you've had your whole life, this kind of independence, but also at some point needing the help. And I thought this, like I said, I thought this was really, really beautiful. I thought it was a really great way to kind of describe the beginning of a journey for a family and kind of what it had already progressed to and kind of where it was going. Like I said, having lived through something very similar, I thought it was really well done and it was really beautiful.
When you find out what it's about, it turns out Life of a Stranger has a title just as brilliant and as touching as the rest of the film. It starts by building a really nice sense of mystery, but then touchingly deflates that into a portrait of dementia from the inside, which I think is a really hard thing to do, but they get it across perfectly. And with real emotional force, and it really helps you to understand what having dementia must actually be like. And the whole film is just shot so gorgeously. It's just really terrific.
This was a beautiful film, just wonderfully cinematic. It has this absolute air of mystery as you're going through it, and it's mystery in the best way. Like there's zero confusion about it. From the get go you're in good hands. So as you're wondering, you're not worried that something's not right. Just really masterfully done. Great performances and just this subdued quality about it that is really used to great effect, and overall just a really strong piece.
Life of a Stranger. Life of a Stranger is a strong film, eerily, and shines a light over what could be, in this case, Alzheimer probably or dementia. But we see how this man is reacting, leaving stickers all over the place, stick notes where basically he can read whatever he was thinking the day before, because now unfortunately he doesn't remember anymore. I think there's a powerful drama in it, but there is also the struggle, a great conflict with the struggles of a man that tries still to go on, keep going with his life, although he is victim of a terrible disease. Um, but that makes him weaker day after day, but still he keeps going and he never stops fighting. So I think that overall this is a very uplifting and very powerful short. Very well done. Congratulations.
Life of a Stranger. great way to start with this sense of intrigue, that slow pull in, and the kind of disassociative, uneasy angle as he walks in to signal that this is either not his house or he is a stranger here, until we realize it's his condition and his age that's making him a stranger to his home. I thought it was so lovingly and empathetically done, that, and it also had some really lovely artistic qualities to it. The shaking effect when it feels like his world is vibrating, breaking, the splitting of his mind or understanding of the moment. I also thought the musical score was evocative and nostalgic, and it brought this bittersweet feeling that encapsulated it brilliantly. Also loved the set dressing. It felt like a real space that was lived in, especially as a home that's been lived in for so long.
The Stranger was a really heartbreaking and sort of devastating film. At first, with all the post-it notes and sort of our main character walking into the life of another, I thought that this film was about how beautiful a single life can be and how amazing it is that we have a whole world full of people with different lives that are full of beauty and love and, you know, dreams and hopes and all of these things, and every single person in our world has a full life full of these things, and how beautiful it is to step into someone else's life and just see, you know, everything that makes it a life. Anyway, that's what I thought this film was about, and that in itself is beautiful. But just realizing that this film is in fact about someone with Alzheimer's, seeing his life through the eyes of a stranger was amazing, heartbreaking, devastating. I loved the way the filmmakers showed this and represented this, you know, disease, really. I've never seen it represented in this way, and it really got to me. I thought it was brilliant with the post-it notes and him sort of walking through his own life. And then the reveal at the end is done so well. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this film. I thought it was beautiful and really, really well done.